She wondered if the ugly man was drunk. He was looking down the front of the woman's bodice. The lady's chest heaved dramatically. It might be that he simply leaned forward all the time, as crooked as his back was. How did he keep his balance so he didn't fall face first into cleavage? Tawn yawned. Bimbo alert. She ought to mind her own business. But she couldn't stop watching. Because this guy was really vulva-shriveling ugly, and the woman was so gorgeous. It was as comical as it was weird. Hi there, this is Michael, and I just wanted to talk to you briefly today about a book I just finished that I absolutely loved, and I'm highly recommending it. It is This Symbiotic Fascination by Charlee Jacob. I do want to start just by doing a shout out. Thank you to Alex from the Bookubus for recommending this book. She recommended it last summer when she read it, and it does not disappoint. So if you get a chance, everything Alex recommends is pretty much gold. So get over there and check out her 5-star reads over at the Bookubus. So this book was originally published in 1997. I have the 2002 reprint that Leisure Horror put out, and there was a 2011 print as well. Charlee Jacob, this was her first book, her first full novel. She has since passed on, unfortunately, but she has a large catalog that I will definitely have to be diving into. So the book focuses on two main characters. There's Tawn Delaney, who is a 6-foot-tall woman who is sort of depressed and contemplating suicide, and is sort of in a dead-end job. She's a virgin with no friends. She's very lonely, and she's pretty much just sort of wandering through life depressed all the time. And our second character is Arkin Tyler, who is essentially a murderous rapist who has multiple animals living inside of him. A wolf, a cat, and a ghoul that all come out when he's committing his murders. And he is both sort of an evil character, as well as there is some sympathetic, because he was severely abused as a child. And it's sort of just a horrible, horrible life for this guy. So the book itself is sort of a twisted, up-end, nightmarish love story that has sort of vampire aesthetics throughout, based on what happens. And there is some sort of devilry, as well as there is a VHS tape of all the debauchery going on that is spreading like a sickness throughout the community, and multiple people are getting corrupted and dying, and it's fantastic. So I won't go into too many spoilers on this, just because I do think that this should be experienced as you read it. But the connection that these two sort of wayward people make, both living their sort of terrible lives, they do connect into sort of a love story, and then that's all just fucking torn apart, and there is blood everywhere, and coming out of every hole, and there's bodies just strewn about, and then there's horrible people doing horrible things on top of the main storyline that's just even more horrendous. Yeah, so I do recommend this book. It gives a very satisfying ending. The character development and the growth through the whole thing is great. Charlee Jacob's writing is magic. She just has a way with words. From page 1 to the very last page, you're hanging on everything. I love this a lot. This is really good. I gave this 5 stars. This is one of the top reads. This is my first horror book of the year so far, and I don't know how I'm going to top anything after this. So, yeah, I highly recommend Charlee Jacob's This Symbiotic Fascination. Okay, that's it. I just wanted to recommend that book. Go buy it right now. Don't hesitate. I'm going to put some links in the bottom, connecting stuff to the Bookubus, and there was a couple articles that were written about this book. They're also well to read, if you want sort of a little taste before you actually put your $10 down. But yeah, just spend the money and buy it. Don't even listen to me. Just go do it.